All right, everybody, we are live again. Dynasty Mirror, search for Huru. And I have the brother, it's been a minute, the good brother, Holip Sism on with us this afternoon. And today's topic is now, since we've been discussing land, infrastructure, nationhood, you know, having contingency plan as far as, you know, relocating or having a second home in Africa and how the people on the continent are very receptive of us Black Americans. I've been called a CIA agent. I work for the Alphabet Boys. I'm trying to deceive Black Americans in regards to leaving here and going to Africa, and Africans coming over here. The big switcheroo. It's all a conspiracy theory. Trying to think what else, Hold up. Is there anything else we've been called lately?
No, you pretty much got it. I mean, there's so much stuff. I actually run out of. We could call so many things frauds.
Frauds.
GoFundMe. Like, even though I don't even have
one.
GoFundMe, I don't know what that even means. But
Right.
and the funny thing about it is the people that's calling us GoFundMe people are the people who have GoFundMe pages.
Right.
So how offended are you at the concept of GoFundMe if you actually have a GoFundMe page?
Right. So it's so after they criticize us for having a Fathom GoFundMe, they say, "Hey, well, by the way, can you support me on GoFundMe?"
Right. And the thing about it is, you actually provide value.
Right.
That's the thing. It's like, you go out and you give a perspective from an African American perspective on the continent, and you bring that back to the people here in America, and you show them what's actually going on, boots on the ground on the continent. And I made this point before. It's like, you're actually boots on the ground on the continent, and they hate you.
Hate me.
And they hate me because I haven't been to the continent.
Right.
So it's like, you damned if you do, damned if you don't.
Right. Schizophrenic.
Yeah.
I can't believe you were on the continent trying to convince us to go. Shame on you. Hold up. How dare you talk about the continent if you haven't even went? Right.
Right. Exactly.
But hold up. There was a story, right? This happened, I think, last week, maybe over the weekend. A young brother who was a security guard in Chicago at a bar, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I guess they say alleged, but two shooters came into the bar and started shooting. The security guard, again, keyword security guard, who was doing his job, apprehended the shooters,
Mm-hmm.
stopped the mass shooting, because usually when it comes to these mass shootings, the first thing our friends at the NRA say is, only if these people in these bars had guns, only if they had guns, they could have stopped the mass shooting. So the security guard has his gun, stops the mass shooting. You want to know how he was rewarded?
How?
Police come and kill him. And this is a brother. Then, of course, you have the situation in Dallas with Botham Jean, or Gene, or hopefully I pronounced his name right, where police officer goes to the wrong floor, knocks on the wrong door, breaks in to the brother's house and kills him.
Oh yeah, I heard about that. That was the woman, right?
Right, correct. The white lady, white police officer. It's to the point now you could be killed for breathing while Black in America. But the Captain American Negro will get upset and ready to fight you, bring up all types of conspiracy theories, and we work for the CIA and all this other stuff. if we even mention just having a contingency plan outside of America. Hold up, why is that? If you could just enter the mind like Professor X. In fact, rest in peace. Help me out. The Marvel. Help me out. Hold up.
Stanley.
Stanley. Rest in peace. So if you could put on the Professor. I'm sorry, Magneto. No, it's Professor X. Professor X. If you could, enter the mind of the Captain American Negro, what's his issue?
Well, Captain America Negro basically is going to ride for America no matter what. It goes against logic and reason, and it just basically they pick the side, and their side is America. So if you try to come up with any counter to America, you're going to get resistance from them, even if the resistance makes no sense.
Right.
Doesn't matter. It's like logic and reason have absolutely nothing to do with it. So it's like what you were saying about the VOTEPs.
Right.
When we say, well, we want to honor our ancestors by having a piece of land, they mock you.
Right.
But then when you don't vote, then they say, oh, well, you're not honoring your ancestors.
Shaming your
Well,
ancestors for not
which
voting.
one is it? Which one
Right.
is it? Like, are we supposed to honor our ancestors, or are we not supposed to? Or is it one of those situations like with most people where it depends on what their issue is, and then they'll pick and choose when you're supposed to honor your ancestors?
Exactly. And then a brother of mine, he gave he gave a reason uh, why it makes sense to be a Captain American Negro. And he says, no matter the racism, getting shot and killed by police for just living in your apartment, America's still the greatest place to make money. That was
So then
his.
why aren't we making money? If America is the greatest place to make money, then why aren't we obtaining any money? Why aren't we obtaining any power in this country? Like my thing is, if there was a do it right here strategy and tactic that was actually doable, I'd be down with it. It's not like I'm anti, any type of if you could give me a working model of something or a prototype that actually works, I'd be a fool to not support it.
Right.
My thing is these guys don't have a working prototype. Where is it? They keep talking about, well, you guys trying to do it on this continent. It's easier to do it right here. Well, then why haven't we built anything right here?
Because, brother, every time we build it, brother, white supremacy tears it down. Black Wall Street.
Right. So the solution is to keep building it and keep getting it torn down. That's a solution.
That's a solution.
Right. So how come we can't do Liberia again?
Well, brother, see, I would, brother, but see, that plane ride is 11 hours, brother. I can't be in no plane for 11 hours.
But you can be in a country for 500 years. But that 11 hours, that's just going to kill you. See, like I said, it's no logic, it's no reason to it, man. All it is I don't want to do. And you know what the funny part is? Now, the question that I have, and I've been asking this question for the longest, and I've never really gotten an answer. And this is to the people that support all of these Negroes who are against nationhood, all these people that is against us having socioeconomic and political power. I'm not talking about the talking heads. I'm talking about the people that follow them. I want to know why you Patreon, PayPal, and GoFundMe these people. Why? Like, what are you getting out of the message that they're giving to you? Because their message that they're giving to you is that, nigga, you just lost. The white man is God.
Right.
And then you say, yeah, and give them $25.
Right.
What's that about? That's what I want to know. What's that about? Why are these people getting so much financial support to deliver a message of misery?
Misery merchant.
A message that you can't do anything. A message that if I even bring up a solution, you're going to tear the solution down and then pat yourself on the back for how deep you are by doing it.
Right.
And niggas go, yeah, let me give that nigga some more money so he can tell me I ain't shit. What's their end game? What's their end game for you in this country? I want to know just as well as you do, Dinez. I guess that's an open-ended question.
I have no clue. Absolutely no clue. Somebody in the chat room says, why would I go where others are trying to escape?
What, you mean America? What are they talking about?
No, like, so of course it's the argument is, well, if Africans are trying to come over here and leave Africa, why in the hell should we go over there?
Oh, so Rwandans are trying to escape Rwanda and come to America? Like when you say Africa, all right, where in Africa are you talking about? Africa is a continent.
Right.
So what people are trying to escape their country to come over here? Or is that just another classic blanket statement?
The blanket statement.
Oh, it's a blanket statement. So this is a one size fit all.
Right.
Everybody in Africa trying to escape their country to come running over to America? Really? Did you just pull that out of your ass?
They did. They pulled that out of their.
Oh, okay.
Ain't no proof of Rwanda being real. Oh God, your name is Hebrews. Yeah. So this is what we're dealing with.
Whoa. That is a stunning level of ignorance.
Right. Ain't no real proof of Rwanda being real. Okay.
Rwanda is not real. Wow. How do you even respond to that?
I can't. I mean, how do you respond to that? How do you respond to that? How do you respond to that? He says he's here to learn.
Well, that's good. I guess. I don't know. I think that's a little bit above our pay grade right there.
It is. Rwanda is a illusion. It's an illusion. It's not real.
Rwanda is that one actually got me stunned. I can't even respond.
Rwanda is God. Other than that, what is it? Where is it? Golly, goddamn.
What?
Bro.
Wait, let me go. This is in the chat room, right?
It's in the chat room.
You go to the chat room.
And his name is Hebrew Leah. So that already lets us know what's going on.
Rwanda is God. Rwanda is God. Other than that, what is it? Where is it? Yo, son, I'm not joking. I'm literally like stunned right now.
He has to be playing. Somebody said he's confused Rwanda with Wakanda.
Oh, okay. He is. He says Black Panther show.
This brother, you can't be this fucking stupid. He's my language Holip, and I don't mean to call the brother out of his name, but you cannot be this freaking stupid, bro. He's really confused Rwanda with Wakanda.
I can't do it.
Bro, he really confused Rwanda with Wakanda.
I can't do it, man. I can't do it.
Jesus, are you serious? I mean,
oh my God.
Hold up, this is what we're dealing with in 2018, bro.
And you would think, oh man, it's really, you have to laugh to keep from crying, crazy, man.
Hold up, the sister Lumani Lala, who's in the chat, she lives in Rwanda.
Peace, sis.
Lumani, don't you live in Rwanda? Your country was just confused with Wakanda.
Lumani, do you have any vibranium you can send me? Because that would be very useful to me right now.
We need the vibranium.
I need some vibranium. You know, this is something we can set up a direct trade with Wakanda, Rwanda, for the vibranium.
He's calling the brother's calling us arrogant, but it's just like, brother, how
arrogant? Yeah, I'm really, it's so arrogant to actually know what the fuck you're talking about.
Right.
Like, how arrogant can you possibly be? Whoa.
But he was dead ass. How do you know?
Yeah.
He's upset at us for clowning him.
Well, that's typical conscious community right there.
Rwanda is God. Other than that, what is it? Where is it? Like, he was dead serious. I need that.
It don't even make sense within his context.
I need the herb that make me into Black Panther. That's what I need. Lamani, can you send me that herb?
I need the heart-shaped herb. Yeah,
I need that.
I could use that.
Turn it to Black Panther.
I can use that. I just got to find some sand to be buried in. Maybe I can do it down at the beach over here.
Okay, brother. Yeah, we gotta move on. We gotta move on.
Yeah, please, because this is.
But the thing is, he's in the chat room upset now. Like, he's upset.
If you really want some entertainment, I would be dying to talk to this dude.
He says, "Call my phone. You're acting weird. Call my phone. Need the
No, we don't call your phone. You got to send us your email address.
Yeah,
that's how it goes. But that would be entertaining.
Yeah,
you know, the people will definitely be entertained by that call.
Yeah, I lost.
So so in other words, he never even heard of Rwanda.
Right, and he's gonna say it's not real. But no, he heard of Rwanda, but it was in Black Panther, Wakanda.
Then that means he never heard of it.
Yeah,
because that's Wakanda, my man. I don't get it.
I mean, but this is what we're dealing with, Holip. Wow. In 2018, this is what we're dealing with.
Wow, that's deep.
I mean, the internet has the internet has made some of us dense and stupid, and gives you a platform, right, to project your dense, stupid self.
That's one thing, you know, it's one of those things where you got to take the good with the bad. Like, the good thing about the internet is that you do have an opportunity, like you and me, to express yourself without being censored.
True.
But the problem is you can't rely on everybody to fact check their own information. You can't rely on everybody to actually research what they're talking about. So you got to take the people that know what they're talking about and who actually do research, and then you got to take the mouth breathers that go along with it, who just talk out of their ass, who just say things where they don't have no sources of information, no statistics to back it up. You got to take them as well. But I feel that smart people or people that's intelligent, if they hear bullshit, I think that they can discern what's bullshit and what's actually real. So I'm not one of those people that want to stop dumb niggas from actually contributing to the conversation. I think that I have faith in the average person's ability to know when they're dealing with dumb shit.
Right.
He says you could have said it was a difference. Why is the responsibility for us to know what we're talking about, know what you're talking about on us? So we think we're smarter than you because we know that Rwanda is an actual country in Africa and Wakanda is in Marvel Comics.
Rest in peace.
That makes us arrogant.
Right.
He says, why laugh at, I guess he's saying, why laugh at that? The reason why I laugh at that, let me give you my reason. Yeah, it's funny. It makes me laugh because you came on so strongly with something that you knew nothing about.
Strongly.
That's why, yeah, you came on, you made a statement. and you was putting weight and strength behind that statement, and you had no clue what the fuck you was talking about. And then after we show you that you don't know what you're talking about, you don't even have the intelligence to go, oh wow, that's my bag. I thought you was talking about Wakanda, but you're actually talking about the actual country of Rwanda. No, you doubling down on the shit.
Doubling down, exactly. You are doubling down on Rwanda.
That's the main reason. That's hysterical to me. this conversation is pointless. You're not talking about nothing real. Oh, well, I'm sorry. I'm sorry about that. There you go.
Right.
Now you can go to a conversation that's substantive. Because I would be the last person to waste somebody's time.
Right.
But anyway, let's get back to what
Let's
we're
get
doing.
back. Okay, so the end game, the end game. I mean, the amount of complaining. Oh, here we go. Here we go. Maybe you have an answer for this, Professor X Holip X, Professor Holip X. We gonna fight right here. We gonna put up the fight right here.
Okay.
Fight how and what and what and what is this revolution like? What is this?
Yeah, that's what my question is. My question is, okay, we're going to fight here in America. How are we going to fight here in America? What's the plan?
Vote.
Oh, okay.
Hands up, no shoot. Hands up, don't shoot.
Vote. Okay, the Democrats just won the House, right?
Correct.
Yeah, they just took over the House.
Correct.
So I guess everybody's lives has improved dramatically since that happened, right?
Probably, I'll say this, hold up. If you're, in fact, it's going on in New York right now where you're at. For the most part, if you're poor and black in America, you're not getting your affordable housing and the schools are going to suck worse. Doesn't matter who's in office.
Right. Well, you know what? I can give you a real-time example.
Go ahead.
Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez, right? She was
The
running.
socialist, the socialist. That
Yeah, she was running on the Justice Democrats,
right,
which is the progressive wing of the Democratic Party.
right,
And she wasn't getting any major backing, like she wasn't getting funding from any major PACs or anything. Actually, her fundraising came from small donations. She was working as a bartender, I believe, before she started running.
right.
So the most she ever made was about $25,000 or $26,000 a year at the job that she was running, and she couldn't draw a salary from the small donations because that's illegal.
Wow.
So now that she's won, there's a 3-month gap between when she actually gets a salary and her having to go to Washington.
Right.
She can't afford the housing in Washington because she doesn't have a job.
Okay, hold on. Let me ask you this. Let me ask you this. Now, in the DMV area, now she lived in Brooklyn, right? She was in Brooklyn, correct?
No, the Bronx.
The Bronx. Okay. You know, I'm under the impression that you could find housing that's somewhat similar in cost in a DMV as it is in the Bronx. I mean, I
No,
would
no, no, no. We're talking about Washington, D.C.
right, but the DC DMV area, like, I mean, does she have to live slap in the middle, right next door to the White House? Like, I mean,
I
like,
don't think, to be honest with you, if she was only making 25, 26, I don't know where the hell she could. I think what she's probably going to end up doing, I don't know, but what she's probably going to end up doing is staying with her family until it's actually time for her to get her salary.
mhm,
Because I don't think anything's going on now between now and that 3-month period with Congress.
right,
So she's probably going to stay here until that. But the reason why I'm raising this point is, what good did the Democrats taking control of the House do for her situation?
right, and then where are all the socialists to socialize with her and help pitch in on her housing, if that's legal?
No, it's not.
Okay, well, never mind.
No, if you donate into the campaign, you can't take that campaign money, even though technically that in Washington is like when you're corrupt in Washington, there's ways to get around that.
Of course,
You can pretend that your wardrobe is $20,000.
right,
It's all kinds of slick ways to use campaign financing to basically get on the come up. But she seems to be somebody who's not really a political head. Like she doesn't really have a history of politics, so she hasn't been corrupted yet. But don't worry, once you get into once you get into DC, it's a short learning curve.
right,
But I raise that point just to say, it's not even helping the person who won for the Democrats getting into the majority in the House. And what do black folks think now? And have you heard anything from the VOTEP since the election is over?
Well, yes and no. The reason why I say yes is because I know in Georgia and Florida they're doing this recount.
Oh,
So
the recount. Yeah, okay, with
yeah,
Gillum.
with Abrams and Gillum. So I'm in Atlanta, so
Right.
they're excited about the recount. You know, so the
It
vote
should have been a blowout. I'm trying to understand why wasn't it a blowout?
as far as for who
Gillum winning,
for Abram Willing or for the
both of them.
Abram and Gillum.
Yeah. I mean, didn't the guy actually call him a monkey?
Yeah, but this is the thing. Hold up. What I'm starting to notice about voting versus the voteps,
Hmm.
white people move in silence.
Yes.
Voteps gotta call out Jay-Z and Puff Daddy to come perform. Oprah gonna show up and knock on doors. Then here comes you better vote or you're gonna shame your ancestors. But
You're right.
land infrastructure nationhood. Um, damn it, we can't do that, and damn it, we're going to church on Sunday, even though that was forced on our ancestors. That's what you're dealing with. But white
You're
people
right.
move in silence, and I found that out with this Trump election.
Actually, it was before Trump. If
You
you remember when George Bush was running for a second term, um, Michael Moore had came out with Fahrenheit 9/11, like a damaging movie against the Bush administration.
Right.
White people was like in the open, white folks was talking about how, yeah, we got to get this guy out of office and da 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 da. But white folks silently went to the polls and put George Bush right back into office because what they was concerned about was safety. They felt that they were safe with George Bush there, and they didn't. They felt, who was it that he ran against the second time? Was it
Gore. That was when they
Gore?
had it
Right.
was
They
Gore.
felt Gore was weak.
Well, that's when they had the whole Florida situation with the votes
Right.
too.
Whatever. No, that wasn't that the first time when he first got in. It was against Gore. The second time it was against. What's that dude? What's that dude?
Oh, the I know you're talking
Kerry.
about Kerry, right?
Yeah, Kerry was the second time. And they just felt that George Bush was more authoritarian and warmongering for, and he was going to keep them safe. So they openly, like they went and supported not Fahrenheit 9/11. They were talking all this anti-Bush shit, but then Bush got right back into office with a comfortable margin. And that didn't come from black folks.
Nope.
That came from them. So this white silent rage has been around for a long time.
But
Oh,
they
could you
moved.
excuse me for just 1 second? I'll be right back.
All right, go ahead. Everyone, thank you so much for joining us. Shout out to Mufasa Shabazz, brother. Thank you for the super chat. Make sure you email me your address, and I'll send you a super card. Postcard. Thank you for the super chat. Camille Sales, thank you so much for the super chat. Sister, also email me your physical address. I'm tripping today. Your physical address, so I can send you a postcard. Shout out to Kala, Thanos, and brother Muhammad Dawood, brother. Thank you so much for joining us. The BIO is deep in the chat today. Thank you, brothers, for joining us. There's 161 people watching, only 32 likes. Make sure you guys hit that like button. If you're just joining us, the topic today is Dear Captain America Negroes, what is your end game? What is your end game? Or as they say, what is the solutions? You ain't got no solutions, brother. What is the solutions? What is your end game? So that's today's topic, and shout out for Holip for joining us. Really experiencing essay. Send me an email. Send me an email. Okay. Every time you come in here, you always got to bring up Angola. So send me shout out to Jamie Tinsley. I see you. Eddie Campbell. Shalom. but that's today's topic. What is your exactly? They're addicted to complaining. They always complain about something, but offer absolutely no solution. It's outside of just sit here and uh, take whatever you got coming for you. That's about it. And everything's always a huge conspiracy theory when we talk about other options. It's a huge conspiracy theory. You know, I'm a CIA agent now, per Captain America Kneegrows. I work for the CIA.
Yeah, I heard that one.
Yeah. CIA, the BIO is filled with agents. We're all agents now.
Right.
Just because.
Anybody that's talking about empowerment of our people and trying to get us some power is an agent. But yet, the people who's here telling you to keep doing the same thing that you're doing, the same tactics, the same strategy. Actually, if there actually are no strategies and tactics, it's even worse than that.
Right.
They don't have no plan, no end game, no strategies, no tactics. All it is the same old tired ass talking points about we can do it right here. And
We,
nobody, and when I ask, well, how, what do you get? What answer do you get?
you don't get an answer except outside of we built this country. We built this.
And like I said, slaves do not have part ownership in any property or any structures that they build. There's no slaves on any deeds.
Right.
So you built it for someone else, and they don't even have to say thank you because you were a slave.
You know what else is so just, and this happened in the UK, Holip. So I think it's Cambridge University or one of those prestigious universities in the UK that were built by slaves. You know what the reparations are for those slaves
What?
for building the university? You know what they're going to get?
What?
If you consider yourself an ethnic minority, you're going to get, I think, more scholarship opportunities for ethnic minorities. And see, that's how there's, and they do the same shit here in America. If you're a descendant of the slaves who built this country for free,
Mm-hmm.
they're gonna put you in the gumbo pot with the other minorities, and they all are gonna benefit off of you.
Right. Wasn't that what the whole conclusion of the civil rights struggle is? It's like people of color.
People of color. There you
That's
go.
why I hate. It's two terms that I hate with a passion. It's people of color and melanated people.
Melanated people. Hold up. Your melanin's not popping. You have melanin magic. Your melanin's not popping. Hold up. Your melanin don't pop.
I don't even know what that is.
Your melanin's not on fleek. Hold up.
Oh God.
Hold on.
We want to include.
Your melanin's not on fleek.
We want to include everybody under and umbrella them under this people of color, melanated people bullshit. And everybody else has an agenda for their own people except us.
Right.
And then when we talk about having our own agenda, then you're looking at us like we crazy. I think somebody in the chat room asked a question, what's our plan for Black America? Which is really strange to me since we're not the one pushing we can do it right here. So why do we have a plan for Black America? We're not the ones who's saying that we want to stay right here under the socioeconomic and political construct of the white man. So why are we the ones why are you asking us what we want to do? What do you want to do? Because that's the question that I've been asking. Since you want to stay here and you don't want Africa as even an option on the table, because that's all, if anybody who's really been listening to us, that's what we want. We want it as an option on the table. We're not saying that we're for a mass exodus where 50 million Black people going to get on boats and planes and shit and get out of the country and go to Africa. Only an idiot would think that.
Right. Oh,
So
here we go.
don't straw man us and don't straw man our position so that you can have some type of fighting chance about what we're talking about. Because in my world, when you have to straw man a position, you've already lost the debate. I don't have to straw man your position in order to go against what you're saying.
And then, of course, whenever we have this conversation, Holip, here comes the white man is Thanos. African countries are controlled by white men too. So we might as well just quit, Holip, and just give it up.
Yeah, but think about it. And this is, like I said, I've been making this point for the longest. Every time you come up with a solution, the response from the conscious community is, you can't do it, nigga, because the white man is God. Boom.
So what's the point of being conscious?
Exactly. So then my question is, if your argument is everything that we try to do that's progressive, anything that we try to do that gains power, you have a counter to it, then please tell me, what is your plan? What is your end game for black people here in America? What is it?
You know what? Hold up. I figured it out, brother. I figured it out. More seminars and meetings. That's the end game. We are going to seminar, meet,
But even that's not
content
an end game.
debate, online debate.
That's not an end game either.
That's the end game.
Like, all right, maybe that's the problem. Do you guys not know what an end game means? Like, when you're in chess, you know what the end game is? Checkmate.
Right.
The end game in chess is not another chess move. The end game in chess is when the game is fucking over and you've checkmated the king. So what is your end game in America? Now, end game can't be debating, because debating is a process. Don't give me a process and tell me that that's an end game. We got to first understand what an end game is. And once we have an understanding of what an end game is, then you can tell me how you're going to get to that end game. So what is your end game in America? In your perfect world, how will black people exist in America? What's the final stage? What's the final move? What's the checkmate in America? And you know what you're going to get? I know, because I've asked this before. Dead fucking silence.
Right.
All of these people in the chat room who are against what we're saying, they will not give me an answer to that question. You know why? Because they don't know it. And that's the truth. And if you say that I'm a liar, say what the end game is in this chat room right now and prove Holip to be a liar. Prove Holip to be full of shit. Holip don't know what the fuck he talking about. So let me listen. Let me look in the chat room and let me hear what the end game is for the black folks here in America. Since you don't want Africa as an option.
Right.
I'm waiting. I'm waiting to be proved a liar. And I haven't been proved a liar yet. Go ahead, Guinness, because you give them time to try to come up with something.
We'll give them 30 more seconds. 30 more seconds.
Somebody says sovereignty. What does that mean?
Somebody
How?
Said the end game in the U.S. for black people is similar to a comment you made earlier, which is a silent movement.
What?
So be silent. I'm confused. I don't. I mean, can you hold it? Maybe you could translate that for me. Be silent.
White people will be bred out and they are unable to reproduce themselves genetically. See, oh my God. I'm glad that I'm hearing this, because what it means is black folks are going to obtain power through osmosis.
Right.
Basically. Not from planning, not from organizing, but from osmosis. When a white man is taken over genetically, we're just going to magically take over this country and act as if there's not other ethnic groups in this country that are next in line.
The browning of America, like Kala said, where the majority of America will be minority, and the price of collard greens is going to go down by 30%. And by the year 2040, college.
And we're just going to buy osmosis. Right. We're just going to by osmosis get into power because the browning of America. So all of these brown melanated people are going to look out for us while they take power. While they gain control, when the white man is no longer in control, they're going to gain control, but they're going to look out for us because we're all melanated people. Right. We're all people of color.
Right.
And you people think that we're crazy? You people think that we have pipe dreams?
Right. The browning of America.
Gee whiz, man.
So
Although somebody says, although I will move to Africa, I don't think everyone should move to Africa. Why even make that statement when that was never proposed? Like I said, we gotta stop straw man in our positions. There's no one. Kala hasn't said it. Dynas hasn't said it. Holip hasn't said it. There's no one within the BAIO that's ever made the statement that all black people, there's going to be a mass exodus from America to Africa. Nobody has said that.
The end game is the browning of America, where instead of under white supremacy, we'll be serving under Spanish speaking supremacy.
Jamie Tinsley says we're going to have to stop running to Africa, running to the north, running to the France, running now to Africa, running. I agree, Jamie. So what are we going to do while we standing still right here in America? Stand our ground and fight where? In order to mount a fight against the most powerful military on the face of this earth, don't you have to have a base of operation to launch your campaign against the white man? Where is that going to be at? Nebraska? Atlanta? Detroit? Where's your base of operations going to be at within America? Yeah, we want to fight and we want to stop being weak. No problem. Where are we fighting from? Where's our base of operations going to take place inside of America? It doesn't have to be literally, politically. How come it hasn't been done yet, Jamie? What's the problem? Why hasn't it been accomplished yet in this country? Oh, figure it out. You know what? That's it for me. That's it for me. I can't even have a conversation with these people.
The words of Jesse Kala Genesis Jackson. We gonna rise up.
Yeah. Vague and abstract bullshit, Jamie. That's what you kicking.
Rise up.
Vague and abstract bullshit. You can't answer a simple question because you don't know. Figure it out. No, you figure it out. You're the one that's standing up and fighting. Where you gonna stand up and fight? Right here in America. Figure it out. You figure it out. Look at the Haitians. Oh my God. Dynas.
Yes.
Dude, I'm not even gonna touch that one.
Look at the Haitians.
What's the fundamental difference between us and the Haitians?
Haiti has their own land.
Wow. So we're going to use a people that have their own land to try to make an argument about why we shouldn't have our own land. That's what we're going to use. We're going to use the Haitians as an example of how you're not supposed to have your own. Gee whiz. Jesus, man. I can't do it. And we're the agents. We're the agents.
I work for this. Hey, I work for the CIA. I work for the CIA.
You know, that's the problem. Y'all black folks don't know how to work together. And you know, the reason why y'all don't know how to work together because y'all always trying to gain some nation. and they warped the Negro mind makes sense to them.
Oh, good.
Jesus Christ, man.
The BIO is a government agency that is trying to send all the black folks to Africa so Africans can replace us here in America.
Well, let me counter with this.
We're CIA sponsored.
let me counter with this. The BAIO's position is that there would be no more. There's like oh, she says times have changed, Holip. Laughing doesn't win you an argument. No, it doesn't. But when you ask the question that your opponent can't answer, that damn sure wins the argument. That damn sure wins the argument. What was I going to say? I was talking about you asked me a question about the BAIO. Let's just say the BAI. Well, you don't have to say this is our actual position. In a perfect world, the BAIO only expects 5% of the 45 to 50 million Africans is here in America to be involved in the nationhood process. 5%. That means the extra 95% of that population can stay here in America. You can work for white people. You can put on TPs. You can smoke peace pipes. You can do rain dances. You can do whatever the hell you want to do inside of America till your heart is content. Now, my question is this. If that's our position, you're saying that you ain't even down for 5% out of the 100% population in this country trying to do something on the African continent. That's what your position is? And this 5% is such a threat that you have to stamp it out and make sure that nobody goes. Nobody. It can't even be 5% of the 100% of black folks here. Like I said, they say statistically there's about 45 to 50 million black people here. You don't even want 5% of that demographic to try to establish something on the continent. What if we actually succeed? Let's just say, let's just throw that out there. Let's say we succeed and we have what Rwanda did and how they were able to turn around. Keep in mind, I'm saying Rwanda, not Wakanda. They were able to turn around their country in about 10 years.
After war and genocide, like hundreds of thousands of people being slaughtered, literally.
Yeah. And we're able to produce one of, I believe, Kigali was claimed the cleanest city in the world.
Yeah, one of them. Yeah.
So that's my question. You mean you're against 5% leaving? I mean, it doesn't make any sense to me. Now, the question is, let's say we let that 5% leave and you got the 95% left that's here in America. My question is, what are you going to do since you're here? Nobody's put you on a plane. Nobody's forced you to go to Africa. What is your end game here in America? Jamie, who gives a fuck? That's my thing. You saying that, oh, you think 2 million Africans are going to revolutionize Africa? Who cares? Let's say we go and we fail. Who cares? My question is, why are you so concerned about 5% trying to establish something, but yet you're not concerned about the 95% that's actually here in this country? Because I asked you, what's your position? What's your end game? And you haven't answered yet. And you know why you ain't answered, Jamie? Because you don't know what the fuck you talking about. And you're still not going to give me an answer because you don't know. All you're going to give me is talking points and antiquated talking points from the conscious community with no fucking solutions. And if I'm wrong, prove me wrong, Jamie Tinsley. And I want everybody in the chat room to show me when she proves me wrong. What is the end game for black people here in America, Jamie?
Stop running, fight.
Stop running. Oh my God. We're going in. This is circular. We're going into circular bullshit. Vagaries. What does that mean? Stop running, fight. Fight where? Where are you fighting at? Where are you mounting your campaign against the white man?
But hold on, listen. She said, I've been to multiple African countries. You have a romanticized view of Africa, but stop running, fight isn't a romanticized view.
Oh, Lord. And somebody's talking about my language. Fuck you. How about that? My language stays the way the fuck it is. Anybody got a problem with it, you know what to do. You can tune out. Damn, we always focus on the most trivial bullshit things.
Hey, it's the internet. It's the internet.
Oh, language. Were you Captain America or something?
Yeah.
No, I'm not, you ain't asking me shit until you answer my question. What is the end game for black people here in America, Jamie? What's the end game? It sounds like a simple question. If you ask me what my end game is, I can tell you. I don't have to say, well, let me ask you something.
Right.
Mr. Cat says the end game is to play a game of Batman versus the Joker with the white man for the next 100 years. You got it. That's the end game, Mr. Cat.
That's the game. Mr. Cat, thank you so much.
And Mr. Cat, I sent you a reply to the message that you sent me on the BAIO. So just check that out if you get a chance. I didn't forget you. But I was working all weekend, so that's why I didn't get back to you. I was doing a production. The end game is to stand still and fight, Dynas. That's the end game. And so my question is, fight where? Where's your base of, oh, there's another question. Where's your base of operations going to be in America when you launch this campaign against the white man?
Roscoe's Chicken and Waffles. That's where I would make it. Roscoe's.
Roscoe's?
Yeah, Roscoe's.
Or the Waffle House. Which one?
They got, is Sylvia still open in Harlem?
Yeah, it's still.
Yeah, we could that be base of operations. They'll never know. So, they'll never know.
How many people can you fit in Sylvia's? Damn, that's not a lot. Yeah, Deontay Ford asks, how are you going to get any weapons and supplies? Where are they going to come from?
So when the food and American Foods drops the food off at Sylvia's, we could smuggle the weapons via the Sylvia's food drop situation.
Thank you for the white flag of surrender, Jamie. I really appreciate it. I'll put it on the mantle with all my other white flags.
Yeah.
What happened to Hebrew?
We could do IHOP too. IHOP is cool.
Is Hebrew gonna call in? Oh, did he send you his email?
Who?
Hebrew. The guy, the Wakanda guy. Is he gonna send you his email?
I guess not.
Oh well.
Oh well.
I love to get Jamie in. Jamie, you got an email?
Roscoe's would be great. So we'll get free chicken and waffles as we mobilize. Free chicken and waffles. I'm all for it. Roscoe's. I would prefer Roscoe's.
Hebrew said, "Fuck no, I ain't saying shit." I don't blame you, Hebrew. I really don't. That's probably the smartest thing that you've done today. I know. Next time. More vagaries. I tell you, the conscious community loves the vague and the abstract. When you start asking them real questions, they kirk out.
Right.
Quick question: why don't you all just move there and prove to us it's a better choice? That's the plan. Now, my question is, since you're here, why don't you prove to us that you can build a dirt road? How about that? Like I said, we're having a conversation, Dinez, literally about 5% of the population of black people here in America.
Right. To be even that.
And they going balls to the wall against that. But yet when we ask them a question about 95% of the black people that's here and what you're going to do, none of these Negroes can answer anything. Because I have yet to get an answer. I have yet to get somebody who's come up into this discussion and given me an end game.
Let me interrupt this. I have breaking news. So allegedly, Ocasio-Cortez claims she can't afford a DC apartment, but record shows she has at least $15,000 in savings. I just had to. That was just funny to me. But go ahead.
Wow, she got that much? 15,000?
Yeah, so she must be looking for a luxury apartment in DC. That might be the issue.
15,000. You know that they said there was a report that said that 50% of Americans can't afford a $1,000 emergency.
Yeah, that's probably the truth. So
if that's 50% of Americans and that's everybody, I wonder what the percentage of black folks that can afford a $1,000 emergency.
Probably 10-15% maybe.
What is this 5% comprised of? 5% is there's 100% black people here in America. 5% of those people want a nation of their own. That's what it's comprised of, those people. And his question is, what country are we looking into? That's something that only the 5% would be discussing amongst themselves. I don't see why that's relevant to somebody that wants to stay in America.
Right.
because 95% of you are here. Why are you concerned about that little 5% that's trying to establish something somewhere else? What difference does it make what country it is? It could be any country. Why? I'm just trying to understand why you're even concerned with it when your issue is staying in America, where the majority of you are catching hell. So my question is, what is your plan for the 95% that's going to be left here in America? No, I understand. I understand. Chill with Ron. I'm not. It's not against you personally, but I'm just saying. Why is it that we're so wrapped up about 5% of the population when you got 95% of them here in America that's dealing with the American bullshit? So my question is to the 95%: what is your plan? And I still haven't gotten an answer. I asked this like what, a half an hour ago? And the only thing I'm getting is, well, what about Africa? We already listen, we already decided that there's gonna be 5%. That's it. That means 95% of y'all is gonna be right here. What is your plan in America? What's your end game in America? How are you gonna fight in America? Where are you fighting from in America? These are simple questions. Donnell Henry, bro is doing a podcast and asking us for answers. Laugh out loud, shaking my head. Do I really need to say anything else, Dinez?
No, you don't.
To know that we dealing with complete and utter clowns. Jamie Tinsley is right back in Africa. Every time I ask a question about what you're going to do here in America, you flip it back to what we're going to do in Africa. So this is a circular thing. We're not going anywhere with this. So where should we go now next, Dinez?
Well, I have to go pick up my son.
Okay.
Yeah, so Manson needs to be picked up from school, so I'm gonna go get him. Looking forward to seeing my little one. So, I definitely enjoyed the conversation. I know people in the chat room did, but
yeah, maybe once you get back, like after, maybe like if you start up another live broadcast, somebody will have an answer by then. Maybe Donnell Henry and what's the other chick?
Jamie Tinsley.
Jamie Tinsley will get together and put their brains together and try to figure out how they're going to get an answer to this question that Holip is asking them.
Yeah, so, and I'll probably be back on later on tonight, definitely tomorrow. So, if you guys you guys could email us or email me when you have an answer. Search for huru@gmail.com. Send me an email. And we'll take it from there. Holip, anything you want to share in closing?
Yeah, Donnell Henry is a jackass. That's the only thing. That's the only thing I had to share. And he don't want none. Because if he wants to get on the phone and get on an actual debate with me, I'd be more than happy to put him in a fetal position. So that's my only thoughts on the end of it. Clown. Got no answers for anything. You trying to act like you Brock Lesnar on here. Get on his phone and debate me. Clown. But anyway.
Well, how can people reach you? And let me
BAIO.
But I'll put the link.
It's BAIOAfricstan.org. BAIOAfricstan.org. And that'll take you right there. You ain't going to see it, iTuber 012. None of these Negroes want to debate because they don't have no answers. And I'm going to ask them questions that they can't answer, and they're going to end up looking stupid.
Right.
So they're not going to get online with me. I've been through this before. How many people have you seen me debate? Zero, right? You know why? Because I don't want to? Because these niggas ain't going to do it. They're not going to do it.
Hold it, brother. Like always, it's always a pleasure.
No doubt. And if you want me to come on again, just give me a call. Let me know.
Are you free? Are you free later on today or tomorrow or?
I'm free today.
Okay.
Yeah. When you planning on coming back on?
I might come on later on today. I'm not sure yet. Let me get Manson and get him situated, but I'll definitely keep you posted.
Yeah, just hit me up. That'll give Donnell Henry a chance to come up with an answer to something.
All right, sounds good.
All right.
Everyone, thank you for joining us. Make sure you go to search for Huru on Instagram, Snapchat, Twitter, and Facebook. Also, like, share, subscribe if you're new. Till next time, family. Peace.
Peace.